National Football League on EA Sports.
And we've got J.K. Dobbins.
He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Ravens and the Dolphins, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin on this final day of 2023, New Year's Eve. Folks are fine-tuning their resolutions. Fitness clubs ready for that January boon. But these two teams have one more important piece of business to take care of before the calendar turns to 2024.
And I'll be one of those, trying to get it going in January, trying to get my physical fitness on.
The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway, Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now at his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Jackson options out left, and that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Hill to return it. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his 4th NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Baltimore defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Dolphins had 10 and 5 to start play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Mostert is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. One more time with Mostert. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? We got a good battle developing down around the goal line in the trenches.
We certainly do. They went fullback dive. He's going to ask for it again because he doesn't get many opportunities to carry the ball, so you know he's going to be determined. That might be the right call to come back with it one more time.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. But you look at this defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head, number 1 versus number 1. I'm talking about that running backs renaissance for a while. Can they slow these guys down? Where's my helmet? I want to play.
Jeez, you are fired up. Something's got to give. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Again, Jackson will keep it. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They'll have good field position at midfield following the turnover as they start with a 1st down here. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Are you serious, dog?
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. A quick throw, but incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa with his 16th touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On the option right is Jackson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And Dobbins is going to pick up a Ravens first down as he's up past the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
This will be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Dobbins. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he completes it to Berrios. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. Now Tua, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Tua now on 1st down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's brought down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Madubuike able to record his 5th sack of the season. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll kick things off with an AFC East clash in upstate New York. Buffalo hosting New England, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's head to Philly to see what's happening with the Eagles. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Devontae Smith with a touchdown reception from Jalen Hurts. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Deshaun Watson, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got him in. It's Berrios complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A run with Mostert up the middle. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have to get the 30. less than
Nowadays, really run for it on short yardage. They're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give him the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first, trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Second half, close game, and we're certainly seeing some exciting plays, but it's really been the defenses. That's now back-to-back drives that have ended with interceptions.
Yeah, the guys on the other side of the ball, as we like to say, the defenders, they've been the difference makers for their teams. And when they're taking their game up to this kind of a level, I want to see what happens with these offenses. Can they match them as this game goes on? Or will the defenders continue to have full control of this one?
On play action, here's Tua. It's brought in by Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Looking to pass, Tua. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's Tua. And this is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Here's Mostert. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Alec Ingold, his first rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson now. And this one is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Play action. Now it's Tua. And Wilson with it, complete. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on. It's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only 16-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt, then you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here's Jackson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 82 yards. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Berrios is going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too. Because you...
Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, 78 yards. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
And the Ravens taking the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now Jackson on first down. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception. Up their offense in great shape.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. It's caught. Beckham. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. And quickly they get to the line. And Jackson throwing once more. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Jackson on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, this defense, Charles, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick 6, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Ravens offense back out there. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now it's Jackson. Here's a diving catch right side. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
It's a gain of 18. And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to